What is up, guys? We are live here at Pro Play Games with sponsored Dragon Ball Super player Marcel Russell, #1 ranked player in the world, and he's coming at you after a really successful week. We just came back from Origins Game Fair, 5 days of gaming. Are you tired of Dragon Ball Super yet?
A little bit tired. I'm gonna take a break for a little bit, but I had really a lot of fun that week. 5 days worth of events. We did drafts, team battles, and there's a mini regional and a main regional. It was a lot of fun. For team battles, I won 2 events with my team and top 8 both regionals with the same deck. So I'm excited to show you guys that list. All right, guys. So here's my deck profile for my Origins Vegeta deck. I use Vegeta since set 1. Been my favorite leader. He's a critical leader that self-awakens, so he denies your opponent's resources while also gaining your own. When he awakens, he does the same thing. There's more effect of it for having 7 blue energy, but I never really get that far, so, you know. Let's get into the deck. I have favorite cards since set 1 with Vegeta, Bread and Butter, Double Strike Champa. Gives Double Strike to your leader or battle cards. This is great for early game pressure, just to add a critical and double strike together is amazing. And also going for game, it's awesome because you can give it to anything, even like a Majin Buu battle card, just to hand dump your hand, gain double strike. And my next few engine is gonna be Mighty Mask, finding 2 Go-Tens that are red and 2 Go-Tens that are blue. This pretty much, a lot of people ask me, why do I run this? I simply run it for energy, that's it. Just energy that's color fixing by turn 2. Because turn 1, I want blue energy, turn 2, I want red energy, and then turn 3, I can decide what I want at that point. Including the Go-Tens, Mighty Mask also finds Trunks, Youth. And the best card for Vegeta to be using is Unyielding Trunks, because he untaps energy as long as your leader is blue during your turn. So this really helps you extend your plays, and that's really important for Vegeta, which functions on very low energy. And alongside untapping, we got Sensu Beans, which are both untapping offensively and defensively, because it gives your leader 5k for the duration of the turn. So defensively, it makes your leader 20k while awakened. Next, we're gonna have our super combos. We got 4 Piccolos. I prefer this over Kibito Kai because of the consistency on both turns to be able to draw. And in addition, around set 3 starter deck, we got Unbreakable Son Goku, which, although it's red, it's really colorless when you combo with it, and also does the same effect as Piccolo, just draws you a card when you combo with it and gains 10,000 power. The only difference is that it costs 1 energy. But that's really easy to manage with untaps like Sensu Bean and untapped Trunks, Unyielding Trunks. Now, so let's go to our blue battle cards. Our first up's gonna be Energy Boost Majin Buu. Since set 1, just a simple card, 1 sentence of text, draw a card when you play this card. Simple, 1 energy, draw a card, add 5k boost on the board, so you can easily combo it up, go to 20s with your leaders. It just combos a lot of damage. And don't be afraid to actually attack with this card for game. It's an attack. Attack's an attack, you know. Next, we're gonna use Raging Spirit Son Gohan. This card actually is not played with energy. It's more of just a combo card. When you combo with this card, it comes into rest mode. Usually you want to use this defensively. Sometimes, maybe on turn 1, I will use it aggressively just to get more battle cards in play against U7 Frieza. But for the most part, you want to do it defensively, so when they pass turn, it just comes back into active mode, and you can combo with it again next turn if you want to, or just attack with it. The next blue battle card is going to be Pre-Festive Recovery Son Goku, the VCC promo for month of May, I think. This card has won me so many games against Shugeshiki Goku decks, like the Veggie engine. It's MVP for that one. Like, having a barrier card that you can win the game with without worrying about it dying mid-battle is so important. So like I use my leader swing in this, and that's 4 damage easily done with double strike Champas. Now the red battle cards, we're gonna use Bodyguard Logic as our first one. He is a 3-cost blocker, but his permanent turns into a 0-cost card as long as they have at least one battle card on your opponent's side of the field. So pretty much I use him as a 0-cost card that can attack or block for the next turn. I like to use this against mirror matches, so against other Vegetas that try to crit me while they're unawakened, they have to combo up to a 15-card blocker on their turn, so it makes them waste resources or stalls, and I don't have to take crit damage. It's pretty good. The MVP of the deck, really, I would say, is this boy right here, Cabo. 1-drop, gain 10,000 power and double strike for just 1 energy, and takes a life. So ever since Vegeta got changed where he can't keep his critical from 5 to 4 and awaken with it, I like to use this card instead on that 5th life. So I take the life, awaken, and apply pressure to them while they're maybe awakened themselves. And also, when going for game, I can drop 1 or 2 of these just to make sure I get a double striker attack to go through for game without double strike Champa. Our finishing red battle card is the new Foreseeing Hit card from Tournament of Power. This card is amazing at closing out games if anyone lets me get to 4 energy. This ripped out people's, what do you call those? Shugeshes, so they couldn't Shugesh Goku anything in the first place, and they lost combo out of their hand, and it even ripped out cards that let the Friezas and Gokus from Universe 7, they couldn't evolve over anything because I took them out of their hand, which was amazing for going for game or stalling for 1 more turn, ruining your opponent's strategy. This is the finisher of the red engine. And the last card in the deck is our black cards. 3 Scientist Foos. This, alongside Cabo, is our 1-drop finishers for the deck, where you just combo a lot of cards on your first swing, potentially critical, give a double strike, and get enough cards, usually 7, to be able to summon the Scientist Fu, so you pretty much lose no advantage because you just draw your cards back with Scientist Fu, and apply huge pressure with a 25k double strike number. Very significant. It's either between him or Mass Saiyan what I would pick, but I prefer this card because it draws you cards, and this leader is all about hand advantage and keeping your resources higher than your opponent's. Alright, so moving on from the main deck, we're going to go to our side deck. In the sideboard, I usually just took out maybe a BCC Goku engine to add 3 more cards, just to fill out the ratios if I just didn't need it for the matchup. So I put in maxing out the already Mighty Mask engine that we already currently had with either these 2 red-blue Gotens or maybe these 2 green ones, just to pop cards like Kabas and low drops in the early game. Moving on, I added the 4th Spirit Gohan. Maybe against Cell Chain decks, you want to just neg your hand while also building a board, so you want to max that out. Same thing for Foreseeing Hit. In matchups you want it, you just want to have the 4th one, you just want to see it. Now my favorite ones are going to be Mafuba. This card stops quite a few meta matchups right now, specifically the Secret Rare from Universe 7 and Majin Buu Triple Striker, or the Double Striker, the 5-drop. It completely stops them from being able to evolve into their next play and negates the attack at the same time. It's a very secret tech that I like to use on game 2s. And my second favorite, Haru Haru Attacker Majin. This card wins me so many games against yellow and green decks, I can't even count. Not only does it have critical, untaps all the energy if you're going against a yellow or green leader, but it also mills the top 2 cards of your deck, which actually is very significant when trying to play your Scientist Foos. One time I summoned 2 of these, was at 3 cards into my discard pile, got to 7, played Scientist Fu in the same turn, and just wiped field in that turn and just OTK'd them right there. And that's my sideboard and main board for this deck. All right, thanks guys for watching my deck profile. Thank you for the people that came up to me at the event. It was really nice to meet you guys. Shout out to my team, my teammates. They were really well at the team events and the regionals that weekend. Shout out to Ultra Pro and PPG. Without them, I couldn't have gone to the event in the first place. And I can't wait to see you guys at Gen Con.